Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining us again today. Today's video is going to be about homeownership versus renting. So as you know, everybody needs a place to live. You're either going to be buying or you're going to be renting a place. And so what we're going to kind of focus on in this video is just building wealth aspect of your living arrangement. So there's a lot of perks to buying a home, obviously, but sometimes it just doesn't seem like it's in the cards to buy a house. So sometimes renting seems like the best option, but is it really the best option? That's something that we're going to kind of dive into today. Is renting really saving you money? But when you break it down step by step and see everything really laid out in front of you, it kind of paints a different picture. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to break that down step by step and piece by piece and just show you the facts. So stay tuned to the end of this video as well. We have a pretty exciting announcement. So if you guys stick around for that, and we're going to get right into it. So when it comes to the decision between buying or renting, there's a lot of factors that go into it. It's not just about where you want to live or what space feels comfortable. It's also about the numbers. Let's be honest, the financial side of this debate can get a little bit overwhelming. So understanding the math is key to making a smart decision about your future. Renting may feel like it's easier, month-to-month option, maybe the payments even a little bit less than what a mortgage payment would be, but is it really the most cost-effective way to go? And buying may feel like an even bigger commitment with the larger down payment, but is that really the way to build long-term wealth? These are a couple of questions that we hear all the time from people who are still on the fence, deciding whether to jump in and buy or to hold off for a little bit and rent. And so that's what we're going to be answering right now. We're going to break down the math of it, show some of the fees that are involved on both sides, and which one really is saving you the most money. So stick around, we're going to break that down right now.
Okay, so we're going to break the numbers down for you. Renting versus buying. This is one of the biggest decisions that you'll ever make. And this is also one of the key decisions that you need to make if you want to build generational wealth. And so I'm going to show you the numbers, basically the short-term and the long-term equity in buying a home, and then also what you would spend if you were renting. So these are just hypothetical numbers that, we've come up with. And so they may not represent your particular situation, but it's a scenario that can be used and you can plug in your own numbers. Let's start with renting. So the average rental price here around $2,000 a month. It's pretty typical for buildings, especially if you have a family. And then we're going to add your renter's insurance. It could be more than $50 a month, but that's just what we're going to use, $50 a month. So that leaves you at $2,050 strictly for your place to live, not utilities or anything like that. So then we're going to talk about this over the course of 5 years. So that's 60 months. So we're going to take 60 months. That gives us $123,000 that you've spent on rent so that you have a place to live. So 60 months, this is over 5 years. So in 5 years, you spent $123,000 on your place to live. So now we're going to do the same when it comes to buying. So buying is a bigger initial investment, but we're going to talk about how that initial investment will really turn into a much, much bigger long-term investment. So we're going to start with a purchase price of $350,000. And I know what you're saying, oh my gosh, I can't find anything great for $350,000. But there are houses for sale in that price range. Is it your dream home? Is it going to be your forever home? Probably not. Oh, is this apartment going to be your forever home? Probably not. So we're going to go with $350,000 as a sales price. We're going to go with an interest rate of 6%. We know they're a little bit higher than that right now, but there's some good predictions for next year that we should be seeing more 6% rates. And we're going to go with the minimum, like let's say an FHA loan of 2.5% down. And that leaves you with approximately, for principal and interest only, $2,050 a month. Now what we're going to do is same math here over 60 months. That's going to give you $123,000. How are these two any different? You still, $123,000 is what you spent. Well, the difference is you spent this money towards the price of your home, and also you lived in the home. So you're taking the money that you would have paid your landlord's mortgage with, and you're paying your own mortgage, and you're paying it down every single month. That would leave you, and let's just say, for number's sake, let's say 50% of this gets applied to your principal, because we know there's a lot of interest involved too, especially in the beginning. 50% of that goes towards your principal, and that is $61,500. So $61,500, approximately half of what you paid for your mortgage, that goes towards your purchase price. So that leaves you with a balance due on your mortgage after 5 years of $2,500. So now, after 5 years, your initial investment of buying a home and your monthly mortgage payment, principal and interest, leaves you with a balance of less than $300,000 on your mortgage. Why is that a good thing? Why does that matter? Not only did you pay your balance down, but it's been historically shown that every year there's a 3 to 5% growth rate in the value of your property. Billings has been a lot faster than that, but we're just going to use the average of 5%. So that means in 5 years, your house that today sold for $350,000, if history continues to repeat itself with a 5% growth in equity, your house would be worth $87,500 more than what you initially paid for it. That leaves you with a home that you own, valued $437,500, that you now only owe $288,500 on. Now you have an asset worth over $400,000 that you owe less than $300,000 on, all with the same money that you were going to be using to rent. So now you have an asset that you can borrow against. You have an asset that you can have a home equity line of credit with so that you can use that for repairs, or you can sell the property and walk away with some cash flow. Buying, if you're in a position to do it, it's a no-brainer. There's also programs to help with your down payment. There's programs that we have through Encompass Lending to help you with your credit score, which will also help you improve your interest rate. Okay guys, we told you that we had a surprise for you at the end of the video. And so thanks for tuning in all the way to the end so you can find out what that is. We just got word today from the Federal Housing Finance Agency that they've upped the loan amount that's allowable for a conforming loan. That probably sounded like a whole bunch of gibberish, but what that means is you can now finance $806,500 and still have your loan be a conforming loan. Conforming loan means that it's a loan that can be sold on the secondary market. You get the best terms, you get the best interest rate. You don't have all these extra little fees and things associated with the loan because it would be non-conforming. So you can still you have a lot of flexibility, be able to have an easier and more affordable transaction, even at a higher dollar point. So I know that that sounds like a lot of money, but there are a lot of homes that are selling in that price range. So if that's you, then this is a great way for you to get those really good rates, those really good terms, because now we have a higher loan limit. So if you want to find out more about this and how it can impact you and your home buying power, send us a message and we'll send you on to our preferred Encompass lender, and she can set you up and let you know all of the attractive rates that are out there for these higher dollar loans.
Okay, and I think that's going to be about it for this video. Thank you so much for checking this one out. We really appreciate it. If you guys haven't seen our last video about Hometown Heroes, go ahead and check that one out. It's really informative, really interesting. There's a lot of perks for you guys in that video. So if you go check that one out, we really appreciate it. Also, we really appreciate it if you like the video and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really, really helps us out. So we appreciate the support, and we hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks.